Okay, we've had some progress today. First, I'll show you our late night gardening because our son John, brought over a number of plants from the place that he's living because they're doing some construction, putting in a garage, and they needed to move some plants out of the way. So we've installed them beside our driveway, and we did this after 8 o'clock last night, after 9 o'clock last night, and so they look a little rough, but they're not bad. So this one's I think needs a little bit of straightening up, but it looks like it's going to survive. There's still some green on it, and this one's quite a bit larger, but it's looking pretty good. It looks better than the other one anyways. And then a couple of lilacs. They're a little on the droopy side, but I think they'll come around. So this is the beginning of a row, maybe a couple of rows. I mean, we've got lots of room. There's the stake that outlines our property line over there. There's another one over there. So we may have room for a couple of rows of trees in here yet.
I actually thought maybe we could plant those rather than there, plant the raspberries.
Just as soon as putting them here. And so the plan here is to take this pile. I've already moved the hose as far as I can into the swale, and then just flatten it out so that it actually makes a little bit flatter area here, and then plant raspberry bushes into this area. I think that's a better plan, Trish.
Yeah.
And we had the delivery of these materials this morning. So a big truck from Timber Mart came and dropped them off. He used a big forklift that was at the back of the truck. And we also had a number of additional piles of the sandy, no, it's the same kind of stuff that was put down for our driveway. But so what it's going to do is fill in the area on the outside of the pad here to make sure that it doesn't wash away, etc. So we've got a nice retaining wall sort of idea around the higher sections of the actual pad itself, and then the house will go in here. It's where the water has drained off of the pad, and it ends up down there.
Yeah.
We're going to fill much of that in, though, with the topsoil that's coming from there.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of this, Trish. So there's two holes that are dug. You can see one of them here, and there's another one back there, and that's essentially the test holes for where the septic bed's going to go. So this is going to be built up by at least 3 feet of sand, so it'll be much higher, and then it'll gradually drop off back to the rest of the meadow.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're building it up. Okay, so these are the materials. So you can tell that there's two kinds here, right? So I think this material on the left-hand side is going to be for the pad itself, and then you pour concrete in between with plastic, and then I think this stuff is much thicker. Maybe it's not much thicker. Maybe it's the same.
Yeah, I think this might all be for the foundation.
So it's just stacked differently.
Yeah.
No, One,
No, I, like,
1, 2, 1, 2. So this is thicker, Trish. This is thicker than this stuff. This has only got 2 ridges, and this stuff has 3. So there is a difference between
yeah, but
these and these.
it depends where the ridges are. There's 2 here, or the ridges are here. Like, here, it's just as thick. See, look, this has 3 ridges. This has 2.
Yeah.
It's the same. Hi. Are you playing with Cookie? Are you playing with Cookie?
Hello, hello.
Hey.
So anyways, this is the beginning of the Legalett. It's kind of interesting that it talks about Amvic building system. It doesn't have the name Legalett on it anywhere.
Kind of went over her property line.
Amvic 6-inch reversible straight foam.
We're over the property line.
With the back one. Well, he
Doesn't matter.
I said where the property line was, so he
Probably
knew where that one was.
Yeah.
So he probably
Didn't realize it
assumed
went
that, yeah,
kind of thing.
assumed that it was straight. But I mean, it is straight, but it's the road's at an angle. So but she's not cutting the grass there, so I don't think it's a major deal. By the way, the apples on that apple tree are, I think they're Macintosh.
Nice.
And they're actually quite nice. I had one the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the tree back there.
We'll have to ask her if she does anything. Listen.
Yeah. Well, there are worms in it, etc. So we'd have to be careful.
Yeah.
Otherwise you end up with extra protein. But it's great that there's progress. So hopefully I'll get this edited and published as soon as possible so that others can see that, hey, we're starting to move. I am assuming that in the next day or two we may actually see somebody starting to work on this. We got an indication today that they're reviewing the permits. And so maybe, and Tricia talked to them today, so maybe we'll be getting our building permits ASAP, and we can get started definitely, hopefully by the beginning of next week. And we'll talk to you again soon.